Not yet. Okay.
Okay, we're once again live here at Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California, and these are our the ways that you can get a hold of us. So, our website, our email, and our phone number.
They can't hear you.
Oh. Okay, let's try this again. See what happens when you go on vacation. You don't even know how to turn your microphone on. Anyway, here we are at Old Town Quilt Shop in Orchid, California, and here's how you can get a hold of us. So email and website and phone number. And then if you are fortunate enough to be on the lovely central coast of California, here's our address and our hours. So we are open on Mondays from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. and then Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 5 and Saturday 10 to 4. So come visit us because we're having lovely weather, and especially in comparison to everywhere else. And then let's go ahead and look at the upcoming classes. So we do have an open sew day coming up, 2 of them on the 24th and the 31st of this month. So those are Wednesdays, and it's $12 per person. Then we have a class called Make It 8, and I have the pattern here, but it will be on Saturday, August 20th from 10 to 4, and the cost is $35. And it is a really very simple, beginner-friendly quilt. Requires no special tools, so if you just want to make a fun, easy quilt, this is the class for you. And then we have a beginning quilt class series starting up. So it's on, those are Tuesdays, aren't they? Mm-hmm. Yes, so those are Tuesdays, October 4th, 11th, and 18th, and then November 1st, 8th, and 15th. And for that series, it's $65. Plus, there's a book that you need to purchase, and our books are always 30% off. And it goes from 10 to 4 on each of those days. So if you need to brush up on your skills, or you know someone who would like to start quilting, this is a great class for you. And then we also have the Ombre Diamond Bargello coming up on Saturday, October 15th, and that's $35. And that requires 1 ombre fabric, and the ombre must go from selvage to selvage. So one selvage is light and the other selvage is dark. And you'll cut strips from that and make the Ombre Bargello. Yes, this particular quilt. So again, it's just 1 fabric, 2¼ yards, I think. Yeah, so it's 1 fabric. You don't have to match anything, just 1 fabric you have to pick, so it's pretty easy. All right, and then the Make It 8, we'll go ahead and show this to you. It uses a yard of a focus fabric, and let me, maybe it's easier to see it with this. This is the focus fabric, and then 8 fat quarters of coordinating fabrics, and I think it's a 1/4 yard or 1/8 of a yard of a little accent fabric, and then the background. And like I said, it's very easy, beginner friendly. It finishes 60.5 by 80.5 with the borders. The sample in the shop, I did not put borders on it, but so it lends itself to that as well. But that's the Make It 8 class that's upcoming. Okay, that's this month, next week, next Saturday. Okay, let's go with the fabrics that we got in this week. And from Robert Kaufman, we got Flower House. Now, obviously there were fabrics that must have had something with flowers, but we bought the dots. Of course we did. So we got white with, is this purple? Purple, yeah, purple dots? Purple. Okay. Okay, so grape. And then the orange. And what's nice about these is that it's kind of a variegated, background. So it's not a solid color. There's some variations. And of course the dots are scattered. So this is orange with white dots. And then we've had this one before, the blue. It's a very pretty blue. That's why it came back again. We said, we love you. And it said, I would love to come back. So here it is. It's scattered dots on blue with the light and the darks that go throughout. So our favorites, dots. Called Flower House from Robert Kaufman. Oh, and look, there's more dots from Robert Kaufman. These are called Brightly So, and these are also scattered on sort of a mottled background. So this one is green. These dots are larger. So it's green, and then we have black, and it is a solid black. It's not mottled. And then we have some kind of scroll work. So this is kind of an off-white with, they are not metallic, but it is gold colored scrolling. And then we have the purple that again is more the mottled. So you've got the light and the dark, more of a lavender really.
It's not as dark as it shows.
And dark scrolling, and yeah, it is lighter than what it's showing on the camera. So it's kind of a lavender. It's more of a lavender. And then this one, and the dots, the ever popular dots. I'm telling you, you can make dots work with almost anything. So that's Brightly So from Robert Kaufman. And then Instruments of the Hours. Obviously the Robert Kaufman ship came in, so here we are with Robert Kaufman again. And we actually got 2 bolts of this particular line, but the other one must be on another ship. So this is kind of a light denim blue, and it's got, I don't know, what do you call these? Gears.
That's what it's called, is gears.
Oh, it's called gears. Okay, so gears in it, and it's just, in kind of a dark gray. It's really not, I guess you could call it black. And then, lighter in the background. So you've got some that are that pop out in the foreground and some that fade into the background. So it's just kind of a nice, more masculine type fabric. So that one is called Instruments of the Hours from Robert Kaufman. And then also from Robert Kaufman we have Fusions 4. So we've had some of these fusions before, and this one is green. So it's kind of a limey green. And again, it's got variations of color in it. So you've got, the darker flowers in here, and this darker part, and those flowers are on a lighter part of green. So it's, it would work with a lot of green, so you don't have to match perfectly. And we like those kinds of things where you have some variation. And then we got some more batiks in. So this is called Destination from Banyan Batiks, and this is a nice light one. We do like to get a lot of the lights because people seem to like them and tell us they can't find them anywhere else. So this is, kind of almost a light purpley blue background with, fern looking things going through it. It's probably supposed to be something under the sea. I'm not sure, but that's the batik stamp, and the same thing, but on a darker background. So this is a dark blue with kind of some teal running through it. So both, there's just no such thing as an ugly batik. So these, of course, are beautiful. So a light and dark with the same pattern on them. So that's Destination from Banyan Batiks. And then Island Vibes 2 from Banyan Batiks. And of course it's very, tropical looking. So you got little turtles here and pineapples and the leaves, and I'm not even going to venture a guess.
Flamingo. It's a flamingo.
Oh, I'm looking at it the wrong way. There it is, a flamingo. So they do twist and turn, so you have to kind of move it around to find it. But it's got a light pale blue background, and you've got some kind of blue teal leaves and a little purple going through there and a little green. So very pretty. And then we've got some sand dollars on a sandy color. And so they're lighter, and then the background is more the sand, the light tan color. And then we have again the same motif as the first one, but this one has a little darker background and darker blues, and then this part, of course, the stamped part is pink. So you've got the greens and the blues and the pinks. Again, very pretty. And the ever popular sea turtles. So we have them with a dark background and then a light background. So everyone always seems to love the sea turtles, and they are very pretty. And you know, it's always nice with these that they're really not directional, so you can just use them however you want to. So you have the lighter, almost a tealy blue, and then a darker blue with more greens going through it. And then just multicolor leaves that goes with all of them. So kind of ties them all together. You've got the light and the dark and the yellow that was in everything else. So very pretty. Again, batiks, you just can't get an ugly one. So here they are. So now Stacy's saying maybe, but I don't know. I guess it depends on who's looking at them. Anyway, this is Island Vibes 2. I was looking for the, I forgot what it was called. Island Vibes 2 from Banyan Batiks. And then we also have some 2.5-inch strips from Banyan Batiks. So this is Flutter in pink and clementine, and Flutter in turquoise and aqua. So all those beautiful sea type colors in this one. And then, so I'm sure they have the same patterns in them. These are just different colors. So you've got more pinks and grays and the oranges and yellows. So both of those, so 2.5-inch strips, and these must only have 20. Yeah, so there's only 20 strips in each of these. So, and a lot of patterns only require 20 strips, so very nice. Or if you wanted to mix a couple of colors, you can do that in one. So that's Flutter from Banyan Batiks. Okay, so leaving the batiks and going back to cotton, we've got Bohemian Dreams from Quilting Treasures. So this is a Dan Morris design, and it's just fun. It's dots making circles. So oh, we sort of like that round shape here, I guess. So just a fun fabric that can accent, you know, a lot of different patterns. This would be a great border, be great sashing. It would even be cute as binding. You know, a lot of colors in there, so you can pick up a lot of colors from this. So Bohemian Dreams from Quilting Treasures. And the strips, there is a set of strips that goes with that. So this is the Bohemian Dreams strips, and there are 42 of them. So it is, you know, it's Bohemian Dreams, so you've got the moons and stars and all of that going on in here. But beautiful colors, and you can see that this as the accent that goes with it just works really well. So again, the 2.5-inch strips from Quilting Treasures, Bohemian Dreams. And then also from Quilting Treasures, we have Prismatic Blooms. So beautiful, beautiful coloring on these. You've got, you know, this off-white background. It's not a pure white. And all the little flowers are just like pieced, I don't know what to call it, but different colors in there. It's almost, you know, like pieced fabric, you know, like you've put together, yeah, collaged. It's, you know, you put the fabrics together, and it's just really pretty. And then you've got the tan, you know, it's kind of a, yeah, it's kind of a taupey brown. You know, when you get it up against some of the others, some true browns, it looks more gray. So, you know, it just depends on what you have it up against. But again, it's picking up these same colors that are in the other one. And then we've got the smaller flowers. So the first one was the larger flowers, and this one is the same background with the smaller. The flowers are just smaller and compacted more. And then you got a couple of accents. You've got the yellow with the oranges, and I guess, yeah, it's kind of a purpley going through there, and it works with those. And then just the fun one with that more taupey background and all the colors in it, sort of as little flowers, I guess, but we're going to call them dots. But anyway, this is Prismatic Blooms from Quilting Treasures. Very nice set. I can see a 3-yard quilt. We had somebody using this as the feature in the Make It 8, and it turned out beautifully. So I mean, there's just so many possibilities. Just let your imagination run wild. Just fall in love with the fabric and we'll make it work for you. Okay, so that's Prismatic Blooms. So now we have a kids grouping here called Cute and Cuddly from QT Fabrics, so Quilting Treasures again. And it has a, let's show the panel. It has a 1-yard panel that goes with it, and it is like a pyramid of animals. So you've got, so let's not confuse it with the food pyramid, because then on top you'd be having escargot. Yeah. But all the cute little animals, the fox and the panda and the turtle and the elephants, and they're just so cute. The penguin, it's just very cute. So then, so because it's a 1-yard, so that means it's 36 by 42, but all by itself. You can do this as a back. We got a couple of coordinates to go with it, and so you can use this or this. So if you want to make it a little bigger, you could put a border on it, or you could use one or the other of these as backing and binding. So very cute. And of course, this color that's down here, we have some fabrics, that would work with that as well. So just such a cute little grouping called Cute and Cuddly, and it is cute and cuddly. So easy baby blanket there. Okay, and then a pattern that we got in. This one is called Ornamental from Prairie Grass Patterns, and it actually is quite small. It's 28 by 28, and it is appliqued. So it does give you the template, which is small for the applique, because it just takes 5-inch squares for the ornaments. But it's very cute, and it gives you a couple of different. You can do raw edge, or you can do the kind where you put a little backing on it, and you slit that and turn it so that it is a turned edge. Anyway, you could applique it however you wanted to, but it does make a cute small wall hanging. So that would be fun to do, and I may be tempted to do it. Stacy's rolling her eyes. But I do like to do the machine applique, so that's okay. Okay, so those are the fabrics that we have this week, and I don't know, there's nothing else. We went over the classes, and oh yeah, don't forget is it on our site? So on our Facebook site, we have the video that we did for the Jaftex challenge, and of course we would love if you would watch it and share it, and get all your friends and family and everybody you know, everybody you have ever given a quilt to or made anything for, tell them this is the price for that gift. They need to watch a few minutes of this video so that we get a view on there, because of course the shop with the most views will win, and it would mean actually a visit from the president of Jaftex, and then he would be giving like a little presentation here for all of you, and I'm sure that there would be swag bag things that he would bring, little gifts. So it's to your advantage if we win. But anyway, just share your love of quilting and your love of your favorite quilt shop with all of your friends and family, and just ask them to watch it. Okay, so anything else? All right, well, that's it for this week, I think. So don't forget that we have some open sews coming up, so you might want to come and have some fun and get started. I know it's a little hot to be thinking about it, but get started on some of those Christmas gifts for those friends and family who are going to watch that video for you. All right, we'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.